Ready for me to drop you at the docks?
Let's go see the streets where my father grew up.
Off we go then.
It won't do to be recognized.
Take you to Adamire by boat, but security's too tight. The Grand Guard have a watchtower there. Go inland and use the carriage station. Before his death, the old Duke of Serkono spent decades building up KARNACA. After Duke Luca Abel took over, he started draining the wealth out of the city as fast as he could. Orgies and week-long feasts.
Having more fun here than we were in Dunwall, it seems.
Watch yourself on the way to Adamire. The Duke's given the Grand Guard run of the city. Strangers get attacked on sight.
I'll keep my head down.
This is a good spot. Reach Adamire, take out the Crown Killer, and find out where Sokolov was taken. The alchemist, Hypatia. She'll help if she can. Sokolov likes her.
I'll see you later at Adamire. Just wait to bring up the boat until after I've disabled the watchtower.
Welcome to KARNACA, stranger.
You know the skipper?
Same nightmare.
Hello there. What do they want? Hopefully they just leave me alone.
Fellow Serkonan,
Not this time.
I have the following announcement. New restrictions are now in place due to the political assassinations conducted in the name of the former Empress.
If I see anything, I'll run.
Carried out by the former Royal Protector, Corvo Atano. The Grand Serkonan Guards will be stopping and questioning
Let a few blood flies stop us.
I'm in. Just remember to
It is mandatory.
I'm being hunted by half the people in the Empire. Part of me is excited about what happens if they find me.
No choice. Please? It's too late for that, Rapallo. Guess what happens next? No! This is how we get rid of snitches. Remember, if anyone asks,
No use running. You aren't going in. Yes. No, don't let her. Take this. Mercy. End of the road for you.
Fellow Serkonans, let us rejoice at the crowning of our new Empress Delilah Caldwin I, and the imminent arrival of His Grace Luca Abel, Duke of Serkonos, now Royal Consort to the Empress. For 3 days, return to KARNACA. All official government activity will be put on hold as the Duke recovers from his travels, and additional tariffs will be levied against foot traffic near the Grand Palace. Fellow Serkonans, in the Duke's absence, I have the following announcement. This year's bloodfly concern is the most severe in recent memory. If you encounter a nest or an infested corpse, do not disturb it. Any attempts to practice the funeral rites of the Abbey of the Everyman will be punished severely. Contact the Grand Serkonan Guard at once. The guardsmen on site will handle the situation.
Seized right up. I told him to let it warm a bit.
Hard times under the Duke and his Grand Guard. A man has to be ready for anything.
An underground market. Illegal trade means weapons and ammunition.
A new customer with coin, I bet. I'll take that deal. Ah, you want blueprints for better weaponry? I shouldn't deal with strangers. Why you cover your face is not my affair. Good to see you again.
I have something that might interest you. My name's Mindy Blanchard, and you look like someone who goes into places where you don't belong. Wanna help me with something? You scratch my ass, I'll scratch yours.
I need to get to Addermeyer Institute. Can you help me with that?
Yeah, I know how to do that. You go get a body for me, and I'll help you with your problem. Don't worry, he's already dead.
A body? That's odd. From where?
The overseers are holding him at their outpost. They think he was a kind of a witch. I want the body for reasons of my own. Sneak in and take it, then meet me in the old basement below the dentist office near there.
I'll think about it. It's infested, all right. Move slowly, stay away from the nests, and try to avoid...
In the Duke's absence, I have the following announcement. As a response to violent crime and foreign interference in our affairs, travel between districts is restricted to those carrying the appropriate permits, including citizens moving between home and work. Any attempts to hinder the Grand Guard in their enforcement duties will be met with the exercise of force. Any complaints as to the behavior of the Grand Guard should be addressed to the nearest guardsman.
Smell the stench of the void. Something perverse in this place. Who's running around?
Move along. We're conducting a search for heretical artifacts.
What? Here? Listen, I only need
This
to...
area is restricted on the authority of the Abbey. No one is allowed inside.
Murder! Call the Grand Guard!
Brothers and sisters, could we have imagined that the bastard traitor Emily Caldwin and her murderous father were guilty of witchery and black heresy? The corruption is deep, without limits. The Abbey is at war in the fight to save your eternal spirit. Be wary for the agents of the outsider. Heed my words and save yourselves. I say this now to all the faithful in our society. Your allegiance should be first and most fiercely to your family, to your neighbors, and to the Abbey of the Everyman. Princes and queens rise and fall, but a succession of overseers will watch you for the entirety of your lifetime, shielding you from the outer horrors of the void and from the spoiled touch of the outsider himself. Hold closest to the seven strictures.
This is just ridiculous.
It's crazy. It's true that a witch now sits on the throne in Dunwall, and that the Duke of Serkinus is in her thrall, as is whispered in parlors and alehouses across the Empire. Do not doubt. We will verify this claim, and we will act. Smoke will billow. Fires will lick the stones of Dunwall Tower. And at the end of it all, the Abbey will stand in the ashes. A young girl came to me on the 14th day of the month of harvest. I will never forget her words. She looked up at me and asked what shrines to the outsider could be found across the Isles. She affected a look of innocence, but beneath it I saw guile. My suspicions arose at once, and I questioned her sharply, until she confessed to playing alone in an empty woodcarver's shop at the edge of town. Each day for a week, she crept back to that place, and there in the cellar, she found cloth of purple and red, suspended from the walls, and a wretched altar of candles burned low. Some small trinkets of bone, and a few coins left by those within the outsider's wicked cabal. Those cursed figures who hunch and shamble just outside the lights of our city, whose faces we do not recognize. The girl was taken from her home the next night, locked in a cage of iron, and toppled into the canal. Her corruption was eradicated, for the safety of all those who lived around her, all of you.
Sometimes I wonder if
We harden ourselves to the cries of the apostate, here in the city, to the heretics, and in doing so, we save countless others from the horrible discord that awaits them beyond death.
Far worse to have the knowledge and construction materials scattered across the aisles.
That is familiar.
The metals used to make the devices are usually rare.
The
techniques, if applied by anyone from the faithful, resolute overseers, would border on
those who
heresy.
taste the flesh of the rat risk drifting through
grieves
the
me to
void
imagine
for
the
all the remaining hours of all
They took the music boxes and perverted them
until the world is swallowed itself by the void,
to protect
and
such a
all
powerful
manner
tool.
of things are destroyed.
Assemble them in secret and across the empire
Set
where they're
a
needed.
table for your
Fight against
family
the
that will
supernatural.
keep them safe. Lay out a meal that would cause you no shame should your neighbor come sup with you. What? KARNACA is in great peril, brothers and sisters. Now, this is not news to those of you living through these times of crisis. But the source of your suffering might not be plain to you. KARNACA has turned away from the Abbey of the Everyman. Those leading this city would gamble with all that we have built, with your very family. If the Abbey is pushed away, anarchy will befall this city. A chaos not seen since the time of the Great Burning.
I will find you, you know.
Has but one chance to save itself, and that is to return to the fold, to take solace once again in the litany on the White Cliff. Let not the wanderer into your home, friends. Avoid the stranger, for their time to sink roots into the bedrock of the community has passed. Those who wander are untethered by family and neighbors for reasons tested and true. It is oft because they have turned their backs on tradition and on the seven strictures themselves. A wanderer is a friend to the outsider. Never doubt that. The Abbey will not allow the shadows of the void to fall upon you. We will brandish the light or the flame as we must to keep our charges from everlasting pain and suffering, to prevent even one among us from wandering through that endless night for time without end. The reward of a life well lived, in keeping with the seven strictures, is the end of existence. The peace of non-being. Only those who turn from the seven strictures risk an endless existence, adrift in the void, the dark sky without stars, the cold, lifeless ocean that surrounds us all and threatens to devour the earth and sky and all things in between. Trust in the Abbey, my friend. Trust in the Abbey. There is a tale, a decade and a half old. A tale most often shared from overseer to overseer, apart from the flocks entrusted to our care, apart from those we give our lives to both chastise.
That's it. The body Mindy sent me after.
Sometimes this tale is told within our mightiest enclaves, and sometimes it is told around campfires during our most remote pilgrimages. It is the sorry story of a man, most high within the Abbey, who was banished during the rat plague. His name may not be spoken, and all written record of his existence has been erased. So grave were his errors. To fall from the pinnacle of
That's
discipline,
Mindy Blanchard.
to the muddiest ditch of disgrace, that is his tale. To once wear the cloth of the high overseer, and to later bear the heretic's brand across the flesh of his face. Did this come to pass, brothers and sisters? Look to the seven strictures, and you will know. Let not the wanderer into your home, friend. Avoid the stranger, for their time to sink roots into the bedrock of the community has passed. Those who wander are untethered by family and neighbors for reasons tested and true. It is oft because they have turned their backs on tradition and on the 7 strictures. A friend to the outsider. Never doubt that. There is a tale, a decade and a half old. A tale most often shared from overseer
More Grand Guard soldiers. Lapdogs for the Duke.
from those we give our lives to both chastise and protect. Sometimes, this tale is told within our mightiest enclaves, and sometimes it is told around campfires during our most remote pilgrimages. It is the solid story of a man, most high within the Abbey, who was banished during the Rat Plague. His name...
Come on. Hurry up. Hey, you got it. Put it down in the hole. Good job. Take this.
I won't ask you why you needed that. So how do I get to Addermire?
I just sent one of my boys to turn off the power to the carriage rails. When the juice is off, you can walk along the rails and get where you... What's going on here?
I'm nobody. What do you want from me?
I didn't mean any harm.
Ugh, my eyes are burning. Are you all right?
Leave me alone.
Only those who turn from the 7 strictures
Addermire Station. This should take me out to the Institute.
Lieutenant, no offense intended, but this seems like a shit assignment. Addermire Station? No one ever goes out there anymore. Or rarely.
I could transfer you to the Dust District if you're looking for action. Let's have a look.
I don't like that.
I think something moved.
So let's see.
Need some help
Hey,
over
where do you
here.
think you're going?
No mercy!
You won't.
I hope they accept my transfer. Ever been to that saloon, Tommies? Just shooting dice or chasing the ladybirds?
Crone's hand? Are you kidding? It's all...
She just work a double shift, so I don't have to listen to him tell me about how good it was at the Duke's farm. Huh?
That masked killer?
That's it. The electricity's off.
Hey, you! Come here! You aren't...
Adamar Station. This should take me out to the Institute.
You ready? No use running! You're dead! Come on! Damn it! Mom, come here.
No one knows what happened. Could be anything. Just gotta watch my own back.
Hey, who is...
Someone there? What? Hey, you! Come here!
The Addermeyer Institute of Infectious Disease. Alexandria Hypatia, chief alchemist. Once it was a solarium for pampered aristocrats recuperating from their imagined ills. Now it's a place of alchemical study. The Crown Killer's taking lives in my name, which is about to end. They say Dr. Hypatia's brilliant, but if she's involved with the murders, she's going to pay.